Welcome back to the Movie Castle. We have committed a crime. We have not talked about many new releases in about 2 months, with the exception of Mandalorian and Chris, Obsession, and Backrooms.
Yeah, man, we're here to settle debt.
Yeah, we spent an entire month talking the Tubi, some of our best work, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
No regrets, really, but we have... It's our duty to let you know what has come out and what we think is good and what we think is bad.
I've been getting a lot of DMs saying, like...
People are asking me what's up with Apex.
Why haven't you talked about You Mean Tuscany? That kind of shit.
Exactly. Exactly. So we have about a month and a half of
your
movies.
Your silence is deafening. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have about a month and a half of movies to cover. I got 13 here. I think you probably have around a similar number.
I didn't count. I don't know how to fucking count.
That's okay.
But yeah, we'll see. Probably a similar number. Yeah. And what's fun is like we got some different ones.
We do. So you've been hitting the movies a lot.
Yes.
I've been hitting streaming a lot.
It shows like I'm a different kind of beast.
A little bit. I mean, I think during Tubi month and during the first half of May, I kind of lost interest in what was playing in theaters. It was a lot of stuff that I'm like, I don't want to put my money towards that. A lot of stuff I just did not give a shit about.
Yeah.
And frankly, I was just watching a lot of TV that was like just a little more interesting than Mortal Kombat 2, you know?
Sacrilegious. But I'm a proud card-carrying member of AMC Stubs.
Yes, you are. And you use that.
I do. Yeah, I do. I'm wringing them dry, man. So then I do get to go see You Mean Tuscany, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if I'm going to go super in-depth on all of these, because I don't know if there's a lot to. Yeah,
there'll be variable times for our like representative or interest in the film, you know? So yeah, I don't want to tie us down to like, we're going to go pretty quickly through all of these, you know? Like there's probably some in here that we want to rap about for a little bit. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Yeah.
All right.
You want to start?
Sure. So I saw Thrash. I saw this mid-April around the time it came out. This is a shark movie that is on Netflix and was just reviled. Everyone hates this movie. This was at like the height of Tubi month, though, and I thought it wasn't that bad.
Because you were Tubi-pilled.
Because I was Tubi-pilled, and I was like, I've seen a lot worse, you know? And I've seen a lot less competent films in this time. And I just don't think that this deserves the one... It was at a 1.9 last time I looked. I mean, I haven't looked in a minute. 1.8. Oh, yes. 1.8.
This is the director of Violent Night, among other things.
Yes,
Hansel,
it is.
Gretel, Dead Snow. He's been around.
Spermageddon,
of course. How could we forget?
Yeah.
He's kind of been just a dude, just kind of fucking around for the past, like, couple of decades. It's so crazy that he's made something like this. But you don't think it's as incompetent as the other people think?
Not really.
Why do the people hate this film?
I don't know if people are taking it seriously or something, you know?
How dare they?
That's kind of the vibe I'm getting, is they're like, this is a stupid shark movie. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
What of it?
It's like when I see people give Final Destination 4 1 stars, and I'm like...
What did you want?
I'm like, but it's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, why aren't you having... I mean, maybe it is a 1-star movie, but why aren't you having a good time with it, you know?
Why are you watching this if you're going to give Final Destination 4 a
exactly.
1 star?
Yeah. It's you know, Final Destination 4 is the fourth one in a franchise that came out in, like, the early 2010s. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You should know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, so this is about a small town, and there's a Category 5 hurricane that just fucking wrecks the town. And the big issue is that a meat truck spills in a very harrowing sequence, and there's meat everywhere in the water that is filled up the city, and the sharks come and start wreaking havoc.
That's sick.
There's no characters really in this movie. They try to.
What? Oh, okay. I would have like pulled up my phone right now if there was actually like no named characters and there's just a bunch of random guys getting killed.
No, nothing like that. But like, there's no like real development, or it tries and it doesn't work, and there's no. It's not good, you know what I mean? But the shark kills are okay, I guess. There's a pretty stupid, like, final moment in the movie. A lady gives birth and can just swim afterwards. Pretty crazy shit. I've never seen a woman just give birth and just be like, I'm ready to swim.
Yeah,
know?
Yeah, for sure.
But that's, like, part of the appeal of the movie is how stupid it is, you know? I don't know what the people are on about, you know? It's not good writing, but, like, what did you expect from a movie called Thrash that's on Netflix, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I didn't have a bad time with it. You know, I can't really say that I recommend it. I don't think you need to watch this before the year ends or anything, but come on, guys, a 1.8.
Before I do my top 10 of the year, I gotta make sure I watch Thrash.
Make sure you check out Thrash. I should write a piece about that.
Yeah.
10 movies you should check out before the year ends, and it's all like things like Thrash or some other movies we'll talk about on this list.
Mm-hmm. I want to interrogate you about a bit.
Okay.
Or I assume it's a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You have made the long awaited return to ranked lists. You've had descriptions for every one of them.
Yeah.
And the description is The Rip. And you've put The Rip at number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, it's The Rip, dude.
All right. Yeah, I guess I don't want to interrogate it. I just wanted to.
I mean, I mentioned that I would do this bit on an episode. I can't remember which episode it was, but it was like 2 or 3 months ago at this point. And I said I think it'd be funny if I did this, and now I'm doing it.
I think I've forgotten. So then
that's
every
fine.
time
That's
I
totally
see
fine.
it,
And you'll probably
like,
forget again. And when you look at it, when I update it in a month or two, you'll be like, oh, he's still putting The Rip at number 1.
Yeah, I mean, there are some people out there that are like fucking fake fans, and they're just thinking you're ripping them The Rip. You know?
Yeah.
Because you haven't given it a rating, right?
It just has a star. I did enjoy The Rip. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So then that's just a great thing. Like on your
that cast is so
right
stacked, dude. That cast is so stacked.
Yeah, it is.
It's crazy.
But I like The Rip, man.
I like The Rip too.
The Rip is great.
The Rip is the number 1 movie of the year.
Okay, I have a question about Thrash.
Okay.
How's it look?
Netflix movie.
Copy.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question again.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Crawl?
No.
That movie rocks.
No.
Shout out Crawl. Everyone at home, watch Crawl. Crawl stands. Hit my DMs up. Talk to me about Crawl. Crawl's a great film. So my turn now?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I guess we'll visit Tuscany, man.
Right.
I guess we will come for the pasta and get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. This movie has an incredible line in it. Holy shittily. That's pretty incredible. When she first sees the vistas, that's what she says. That's an all-timer, and that makes me so sad about the rest of the movie, because if that movie is in something that's of quality, this movie might be an all-timer, if that's the vibe that it carries. But this movie sucks ass. I kind of really liked the trailer. Every time that someone would see it with me and they'd be like, that looks like ass, and I'd be like, I don't know, man, that kind of looks like exactly what I want. I want them running through the vineyard, and then the sprinklers go on, and then the hot boy is soaked, and then she looks at him like,
Yeah.
That sounds sick to me. I love the convoluted premise, and it felt ripe for at least the 2000s era quality rom-com. But this movie is so slapdashed. There's no joy in it at all. I remember there's a pretty incredible and telling bit of it where they have bloopers at the end, which I love.
Yeah.
But they're only of one scene, and it's just these two people riffing that they hired to be onlookers on a bus, kind of looking over the hot people and be like, oh my god, I'd eat, pray, love that guy, or whatever. That's all the bloopers are. That's the only part of the movie that has any juice at all. Everyone feels like the only hostages.
It's actually the only time anyone on set was funny.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's the thing. And these, I like these actors. It's got the dude that's the hot guy in Dungeons and Dragons or whatever, and then Halle Bailey. I think she's been good in things. I mean, she got she had a bad slice of it with Little Mermaid, but that's not her fault.
Yeah.
And this is just the kind of movie I would like to see. On a Saturday afternoon I did, and I was just bummed that it wasn't even trying. It felt so kind of mean-spirited towards the audience, how little it was caring about anything at all. It was a real bummer to me. All right.
I got Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe I haven't found out what happened to Katie, man. I can't believe it.
Would you appreciate if I made a joke about the title of the movie? Does it come around to being funny again, or is it
yeah,
not...
I want you to do a full type 5 on this. I want you to be you guys seen this title, and then go off. I just want to stopwatch 5 minutes. I want you to go off.
I mean, I do feel bad for him, I don't think he deserves this. And the movie's not good, but I don't think he deserves the sort of ridicule with the title. Mm-hmm. I like Evil Dead Rise.
I love Evil Dead Rise.
And I feel bad that some studio exec was put your name at the front of it. Put your name on the paper, put your name, and
just only to differentiate it not only from Tom Cruise movie, but from upcoming money.
Yeah, and Frasier's, exactly. And the original. And so I just, man, I can't help but feel like I want to give him a hug or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate, but
do you know who I want to give a hug?
Katie.
Yeah. What happened to her, man? She okay?
Well, do you want me to tell you like what happened to her? You're gonna like check this out. She got mummied, bro. She got mummied.
I think I'm gonna see this at some point, but she did get mummied.
Do you want me to like go like a little more in depth with it, or do you want me to
do as you did? Just do as we do.
Okay, do as we do. All right. I just don't know like if you like care about being spoiled or not.
Yeah, you're good.
So. Yeah, so this is about a family that has moved to, I think they're in Egypt, and who is in this movie? It's one of the guys.
Katie's in this movie.
Katie's in this movie, but it's one of Jack Rayner, who's in Midsommar.
Oh, copy.
And
he's the bastard boyfriend?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. So him and his wife he's a reporter, and she's a nurse, which is me and Lucy, actually.
Hello.
So that was kind of an interesting thing.
This was like a terrible look into your future.
It was. I don't want to do reporting in Egypt. I don't think. There's some crazy sandstorms there, and Katie gets kidnapped by like a crazy woman, and is put in a tomb.
What an ass!
I know, right? And then they move back to America. Move back to Albuquerque. Shout out Albuquerque.
Shout out Albuquerque.
And then they find Katie many years later.
Many years
later. Uh-oh. Yes, they've had another kid. They've moved on. Which is weird.
And they're like, "What the fuck happened?" And
Katie is like, Katie's looking like a Eraserhead baby. If Eraserhead baby was like 16,
Oh man, now that's a movie I want to see.
And then so there's just a lot of stupid shit in this movie where people are like, "How did they get her on the plane? What was that like?" Because she's like, she's a fucking freak, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then they're like, well, let's put her upstairs, but she's in like a wheelchair, and they're like dragging her upstairs. This is a brain dead movie, man. Anyways, stupid stuff aside, a lot of split diopter shots. It gets a little annoying at points. I do fuck with the split diopter shot, but
that makes it hard, right?
It's kind of abusing it here, I think.
Copy.
There's some cool, like, I guess, kind of gnarly stuff with like a toenail, like ripping up the skin of her leg.
That's cool.
But it doesn't look great. The movie has some real issues is the movie's tone, aside from it just kind of being pretty stupid and these parents being like the worst movie parents I've seen in a while. This movie doesn't know what it wants to be. It either wants to be an Exorcist movie. There's scenes like arc almost directly from the original Exorcist in this movie. And it also wants to be Evil Dead. Mm-hmm. And so if this movie plays it more serious, it's Evil Dead. Not Evil Dead. It's Exorcist. If it plays it more funny, it's Evil Dead. So it's just like it's being pulled in two directions, and you can tell that he probably wanted to make another Evil Dead movie, Yeah. Byrne looks cool though.
Yeah, I'm a little worried that it might be a little bit too serious for my liking. But if it goes full mean, then I'm down.
Yeah.
Those are the two poles of Evil Dead. Is like you can either go more mean or you can go sillier.
Well, that's kind of where this movie is too,
Yeah, I guess you're right. And I like Evil Dead Rise. I feel like is right in the center in a way that I really love.
Yeah. So this movie just doesn't really know what it wants to be, and just isn't really anything. It's not memorable. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff you've probably seen before and not as great. So.
But I'll eat it up like a little pig I am.
Maybe you'll like it. I don't know.
Next up, I have Mother Mary, man.
Okay.
Let's talk.
We can chat the Mary.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's what I have next too.
So, Mother Mary is a film by Mr. David Lowery, and we both really appreciate the Lowery, right? Like you, because you like Green Knight a lot, right?
I like Green Knight, but A Ghost Story is like an all-timer.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I love
but that's really all I think that's maybe all I've seen from him. I mean, I've seen Mother Mary, but like I haven't seen his Disney work. I don't really, and like, I don't know, Green Knight is not something I've like thought much about since I saw it,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't dislike that movie or anything, but like a ghost story is kind of the only one for me when it comes to him. So I think you are higher on him than I am.
Yes, I am. His Disney work is really interesting to me. He's the only person that's been able to like make something interesting out of the like Disney remakes.
Yeah.
Like his Peter Pan and Wendy is like sad and strange, and kind of upsetting in like strange ways. Like it's very interesting. It's I do love him a lot more. And then Mother Mary is this thing that I've been hearing about for a while now. Like
this is supposed to come out last year, I think.
Yeah. There's been a lot of talk about it. Like it's 3 hours. It's crazy. The test screenings were like, this shit's insane. Like that kind of stuff. Like this is a mess. And so then it kind of did just kind of come out. And this is about a pop star and her stylist. The pop star is Anne Hathaway, and then the stylist is Michaela Cole. who was in the show I May Destroy You, which I watched a little bit of. She's pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this strange, like, psychosexual, like, ghost story. It just kind of, you can't be tied down. It's always changing. Like, when this movie started and, like, the first 10 minutes, I'm like, wait a second. Is this a two people talking in a room movie?
Mm-hmm.
That would be pretty sick. And it is for most of it.
Yeah.
And then it goes other places. I like a movie that I don't really know where it's going, and I love the dialogue here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it, like, speaks to a truth about, like, queer relationships in a way that I really loved. And, like, I love all the stuff about the red ghost. It just all worked for me.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of scenes in this that I think are just, like, transcendent. Some of the best shit I'll see all year, you know? And, yeah, there's some stuff I'll think about for a long time, and the other stuff that kind of has fallen away for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you think about this one?
I don't know. It didn't really do much for me. Lucy really liked it. I saw it with her. I'll say that.
That's sick.
I don't know. I just kind of went, and it just kind of washed over me, if that makes sense. Like, I don't have anything against this movie, but I also don't really have anything that, like, has stayed with me too much. I think the idea of, like, centering a movie around costume design and, like, pop stars' appearances is really interesting. Because, like, that's we don't talk about that. We don't talk about how, like, someone is designing how Michael Jackson or Taylor Swift looks, you know? Mm-hmm. And that's such a huge part of their career, that artist's career, and they don't get credit ever.
Yeah.
So I think that is so interesting, and to, like, have it framed the way that it is and centered the way that it is. But I don't know, it just didn't really do much for me, and haven't really thought about it too much since or anything. But it's cool that it, like, worked for you, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't have anything against this movie. I just kind of, like, I just feel like I didn't even see this movie, you know? Like, I just went and saw it and I was just kind of like, oh, okay, and then I left,
I get
you know?
So that's kind of interesting. So none of, like, the creative choices, like, kind of struck you?
Not really, no.
Like, in a negative or positive way? That's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
I would have assumed it was
I wasn't
negative.
super, like, moved by the music or anything either, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, the music's fine. It's produced by Jack Antonoff and Charlie XCX.
Mm-hmm.
There's some good stuff in here. It's mostly just, like, would make sense to sell out arenas. Like, it adds some validity to it, but they're not on my rotation or whatever. Yeah. But I think that the two performances are just all-timers. And it's got a really cool cast of just, like, one scene people as well.
Yeah.
I really loved a lot of this movie. I want to watch it again, see what's up. Mm-hmm. I watched it with my sister, and this is, like, it went into her top 4 type show.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right, yeah, I think we can move on.
All right. I saw another Netflix original called Apex. This is a kind of survival thriller movie. I feel like we get 1 or 2 of these a year from Netflix, where it's like a woman in danger and she's on the run.
Yes.
Type of thing. I can't think of the title. There was one from a couple years ago, but I can't remember what it was called. But this is like a genre of movie that we get now. Mm-hmm. And they go straight to streaming for a reason. But yeah, this stars Charlize Theron and Taron Egerton, who plays a sort of James McAvoy in Split character type. And it's a movie about, like, she's like a climber. She's like a survivalist type of person.
Okay.
And encounters this crazy man, and it's, you know, just kind of a big chase movie. I think it looks like shit. Uh-huh. I didn't really like this movie too much. Some of the worst green screen I've seen in a movie in a while. But I don't know. I don't know if Edgerton is cooking here or not, or if it's like a bad performance. I can't tell. Like, I don't know if he's like miscast or not. I'm
usually in the bag for Edgerton.
Yeah, I'd love to know what you think of him in this movie, but at the same time, this is just kind of nothing. I haven't thought about it since I saw it.
That's the thing. Like, Netflix movies have been inspiring no joy for me. Like,
yeah.
Like, I like to watch a lot of trash, and Netflix I feel like I've, like, gotten my fill, and I'm like, they all feel the same to me.
Yeah.
So I've stopped watching them, like, altogether.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't find this, like, too exciting or anything. It's just similar to Thrash. You've seen it before, so that's what's up on Netflix lately.
Okay. All right. I'll take you to the farm.
All right, we're going to Animal Farm.
Yeah. This is another movie that's kind of been circling for a long time.
Thank you, Angel Studios.
Shout out.
I don't know if they're friends. We have acquaintances that work there.
True. Good for them.
Let us know about this movie if you have anything you want to tell us. Message me. I know you have my number.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be too kind on it, and I'm not going to be too kind on the studio as well. This is a film that was like announced like years and years ago. It was a circus. Andy Serkis directs this. The guy he makes Gollum. He's the motion capture guy, and
he's a really good part in Andor season 1.
I've heard.
Yeah,
I've heard. And he's a director in his own right. He's made like a couple of movies. Most
he made
notably,
Venom.
Let There Be Carnage. He allowed there to be carnage,
which lets him in,
which is very powerful. And then he made that Mowgli movie. Remember that? He made his own. There was a time where 2 Jungle Book movies are being like live action Jungle Book movies are being developed simultaneously, and then Serkis's one got dropped by a studio because they were like too scared of it releasing closer to Disney's.
Yeah. So
then it released like later, just like on Netflix, and no one talked about it. But it has a similarly like stacked cast, and no good. And he did drama, and then now this, and this is it's got an incredible cast. It's got Rogan. The dude from the Stranger Thing dude.
Gaten.
Yeah. Buscemi.
Yeah.
Well, close.
Yeah.
Look at all these guys. Holy hell. And it is just a adaptation of Orwell's novel, but for the modern era. It's updated in very strange ways. It has a happy ending, which is bizarre, and it seems to kind of be, I don't know. It's lost the plot on what 1984, but Animal Farm meant. And I find it very interesting that Angel Studios picked it up, because it is very much, it is a liberal movie. It's not like leftist.
Yeah.
So but it is definitely liberal. And so for like Angel Studios, which has like been they made their bread and butter off of Sound of Freedom, like these kinds of like conservative propaganda and religious propaganda, that kind of stuff. To pick this up, there's a moment in it where Seth Rogen he rips ass something fierce.
Does he say pronouns afterwards or what?
No, he says that was the Sound of Freedom.
Oh,
that's good. Isn't that incredible?
That is incredible.
And
you didn't give us 5 stars.
No, I didn't. But I was like, I just was so thrilled by thinking of they had to have had a meeting where because they acquired this film. It was developed. Netflix had the rights to it for a long time. It premiered at an animations festival, and Netflix was like, "I'm out, dudes." Yeah. And so then they sold it around, and Angel bought it. I assume just because they're like, we're getting a lot of bang for our buck. Look how many people are in this. People know Orwell, and Animal Farm is something that's been like kind of reinterpreted by like all sides to be like something that is, they point to it and be like, see, this is what we should be worried about, Yeah. So I could see maybe why they were thinking that way, but there had to have been a meeting where they're like, do we cut out the scene where he says this, like his fart was the sound of freedom? Like they're legit, they had to, right?
How many people were at your screening?
I went pretty early on. It was the weekend of, and it's in Utah, so there was a fine amount of people there bringing their kids or whatever. The grandma next to me was explaining to the kid like that this was a metaphor for like communism and stuff like that. I don't know how much that kid was getting from that.
Right.
But
my kid's gonna go home and see the means of production.
Yes. But there are Teslas in this movie. Mm-hmm. It's the first animated movie that I've ever seen that I think is like edited really bad. Like I can kind of notice that. Yeah. Which I thought was interesting. Yeah, no good. I mean, this is something that I could go on for like a whole episode about. It's kind of a fascinating disaster and a really interesting artifact, but I will not.
All right.
Continue.
I watched that's like your worst movie of the year, right? I got mine.
Maybe. The next one might be my worst. We'll see.
I got mine right here. It's called Balls Up. It's a Amazon movie starring Mark Wahlberg and Paul Walter Hauser. Mm-hmm. Did you know that if Mark Wahlberg had been on the plane during 9/11, things would have gone differently?
I heard that, yeah.
Did you know that? Okay, so this is about 2 like marketing bros who work at a condom company, and they create like a condom that like also goes around the balls, which doesn't seem like it'd be very comfortable.
So why do they think that the market needs this?
I can't remember, but I think it's just to protect the balls, man. I don't know if you're
From
worried.
What?
I don't know. Maybe they're worried about something getting on them. I don't know, man.
Okay. This is a great premise.
Anyways,
who directs this?
Peter Farley, who
he's done nothing of interest, right?
Dumb and Dumber, and There's Something About Mary, and also Green Book.
Interesting.
He's an Oscar-winning director. How about that?
This is his second film after Green Book or something like that.
When did Dumb and Dumber 2 come out?
Because after this he made the greatest beer run ever made.
He made Ricky Stenicki.
Oh, of course. How could you forget Ricky Stenicki?
Yeah, they're marketing bros. They try to sell this condom product. It doesn't go super well. Paul Walter Hauser's like a genius in the condom manufacture world. He comes up with this grand concept to have the balls be covered by the condom, and Mark Wahlberg is like can sell the product. He's got the confidence, you know.
Yeah.
And so things go horribly awry. They're trying to like pitch it at like a football game, or they go to like a soccer game, football, whatever, and they're just like hunted by the people there because they like piss them off or something. This movie's not fucking good, bro. I don't know. I don't even know if I have anything to say about it at this point.
I mean, I'm just kind of interested in it as a premise for a movie because I just don't see how this goes further, you know?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't really go further.
So does it have anything to... Because, like, does the main thrust of the movie have anything to do with condoms? Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know. They just kind of get stuck in Brazil, and then they have to find a way out, and they, like, bump into Sacha Baron Cohen, who's, like...
Is he fucking funny?
Not really. He's like, I think like a drug lord or something, and they like meet some cannibals at one point. It's a whole thing, man.
Dude, my goat is washed. Borat's washed, bro. You haven't seen the new one yet.
Yeah,
right?
I saw the new one.
No, Ladies First.
Oh, Ladies First.
This is his new movie on Netflix.
No, I haven't seen that. I thought you were talking about Borat's subsequent movie film.
No, we might have to watch Ladies First.
All right.
Okay.
Anyways, balls up, not good. Don't recommend.
Okay. Next up, I saw this right after I saw Animal Farm. And like in that day, I had 2 stars to throw around. Each of these got 1 star from me. This is the Michael Jackson film called Michael.
This is exactly what I'm saying. This is what I'm not trying to put my money towards it.
Yeah.
You know?
But I have such a perverse fascination for things like Animal Farm and like Michael.
I know you do, and I forgive you. It's okay.
Okay, thank you, bro.
You forgive me.
Thank you, bro. I love you. So Michael, this has been a tortured production. It was one time 3 hours long, and then they had to reshoot the entire ending because they fucking goofed it and they forgot that they couldn't like use someone's name, and so then they had to reshoot it, and then they're like, fuck it, let's split it into 2, and then now we have this, and this goes up until like bad, I believe. Yeah, it goes up till bad, and I would say it is bad. What do you think about that, man?
I do.
It's quite poor. I had so much to say about this at the time, but it's just like it can't stay in my mind for that long. You know, I can't be like angry for this long. But it has a very interesting. It feels very interesting because it's like it was supposed to be the first half of a movie. Mm-hmm. So they keep on because like the back half was supposed to like go into some of the like allegations against him and the legal battles and things like that. So in this movie they have like allusions to that stuff. They have him with kids. They have him like looking at things about Neverland all the time. It's just reminding you of that all the time, but they don't want to address it. And the movie seems to be like taking the opinion of like he didn't do it, but if he did, it wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
And it seems to be like uninterested in any sort of interiority that isn't my dad was very mean to me, which is so weird and disrespectful to like such an interesting legacy and person, you know?
Yeah.
Like even if you were to sidestep all of the terrible things he did or didn't do, like you have to acknowledge like inner turmoil. This movie makes him into an angel.
Yeah. Which
is not interesting and is not true to like anyone. Like that's what I hate about these musical biopics so like all the time. Like it's either like demonizing them or like just showing them in their depravity or whatever, or it is treating them like actual angels. And this movie is just nothing. It looks like shit and it feels like shit. It's barely a movie. And I'm amazed that more people were like in an uproar about it.
What the fuqua? Yeah, you're
right.
What
the fuqua? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's so crazy because like this does have a 3.6 on Letterboxd, but like most of the people I follow don't like this movie.
Yes.
If I change it to the Friends ratings, it's at a 2.4.
2.1 for me.
Yeah. So it is kind of weird that this has I don't know. Like I guess I just follow more real heads.
I guess so. I think it's just Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
Like, it is just people being like, I liked seeing them recreate Thriller, you know? And it's going, like, from scene to scene like that. If it was just that would be fine. But it's man, it sucked.
Do you like him? Do you think he's good, Jafar Jackson?
He's fine. He's not playing a character. He's doing an impression of his unc, right? He's his nephew, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's fine. He's not a real character. He has no interiority. He's nothing. And Colman Domingo is a super villain in this. Miles Teller is so funny because he's playing one of the producers of the movie, and he has nothing to do, but it just is obvious that one of the producers of the movie is just like, who would be a good me? let's get MT. You know. But it's a movie made by committee, and it's also a movie like approved by the estate, So this is nothing.
Yeah.
But also it's kind of everything. It's very interesting to look at as an artifact, and that people are really responding to it. Because every single time something like this happens or comes out, I'm like, don't do this to the people. The people deserve better. The people aren't fucking stupid. But then the people are like, no, this actually this rips, Yeah. So then I'm like, well, I guess I don't know.
They hear a song they like.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
And maybe that's fine. I don't know. It just seems a little evil.
Let me look. I want to look at this movie's what the current box office is.
Because it was looking like it was going to be $1 billion.
It's stuck at 800 now.
That's fine. I mean, because that's similar to Bohemian Rhapsody, right? Bohemian Rhapsody was like
it's 851.
80s.
851 right now.
How about Bohemian Rhapsody? It's like high 800s, like low 900s.
It's 911.
Never forget, I guess, right?
Never forget.
But it would have gone down differently if Balls Up was in that plane, right, bud?
Yeah, it's so true.
It looked like it was gonna beat Bohemian Rhapsody, but maybe. I mean, I don't like Bohemian Rhapsody either. Bohemian Rhapsody is more of a movie than this.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Next up.
I watched Louis Theroux, Inside the Manosphere. It's a documentary that came out on Max, I think, earlier this year.
You're already very entrenched in this community. So how is it feel? How is it like seeing it represented?
Well, I've been taking the red pill for a long time.
You're at the red pill. I'm black pill, bro. I'm further than you.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's like it is like further than red pill. It's like you've seen the epiphany so much that like that's the true black pill of it all. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're not even a real head.
They don't talk about that in the documentary.
Okay. Bummer.
Anyways, this is a lot of the stuff that I find very interesting about the modern culture and masculinity and the internet. People don't love this documentary, but I find it very, very fascinating. What he's exploring and how he's able to get these interviews with people who clearly know that he's like trying to fuck with them, you know? So I don't know. I find that stuff very interesting. And regardless of whether or not he's doing everything correctly from a journalistic standpoint, I'm very interested in what he's wanting to try and get at and trying to learn. And these people are just crazy, you know? I didn't know who Myron Gaines was before this. I think I'd heard the name, but I didn't know who he was.
I don't know that either. What's his deal?
He's like just one of those
he
like
chill?
No, he's like one of those streamer dudes that just makes fun of women, you know?
Oh, cool.
And is just one of those guys. There's a few of them, and he's interviewing different people. He's going to like Miami and interviewing this guy right here. His name's Justin Waller.
That's a funny looking guy.
Yeah, who is like, well, I'm allowed to have other girlfriends, but my wife is not allowed to have other boyfriends.
Yeah,
and that sort of thing. And I don't know. I just think it says so much about where we're currently standing with people and or with this type of person and how it's influencing young men. I don't know. I find it so interesting.
I find this stuff interesting too. Should I enter the Manosphere?
I think you should check it out.
Check it out.
It's not like the greatest thing ever made, but it's exploring something that like I'm like, where else am I gonna find people who are, learning or like trying to like talk about this sort of thing, that in a more real platform like a streaming service, than just like a YouTube essay. You know what I mean?
No, I get you.
So, and this is somebody who like actually comes from the journalism world too. So there's that too. One of the top reviews for this movie, because they're all interested in the Matrix. The Matrix. We're stuck in the Matrix. The red pill. Wait until these guys find out the Matrix was written by 2 trans women.
I mean, that's the greatest joke of
it. Really is
the last like 10 years.
Yeah. So I don't know. I recommend it if you're interested in learning a little more about the inner workings of these people and how just crazy the times are right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that stuff is interesting to me, so I'll give it a look. Next up, I have Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yeah.
You want to talk about this one?
Yeah, you tell me about it. I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen this one yet?
Nope.
This was,
no real reason I haven't seen it. I just didn't make it out to go see it. I could still see it. It's still playing.
I mean, this is a journalism movie, bro, you know?
Yeah, I just don't find the journalism in the first movie very interesting either.
But this movie isn't interested in the fashion,
okay.
nearly at all. This is a movie that is, like, it is just reckoning with what fashion has become, and more what journalism has become. Like one of the first scenes in this movie, how we're reintroduced to Anne Hathaway is her going to an awards show, like a journalism awards show, and then they give her an award, and then everyone on her team gets laid off. You know,
yeah,
like, that's how it starts, and that's the vibe of the whole movie. The movie is kind of somber. I didn't know that.
Maybe I would like it then.
I think it's a really interesting sequel. It is, like, that's like my family didn't really like it because they it's not even attempting to like match the feeling of Devil Wears Prada in a way that a lot of legacy sequels do, where they're just like, we got to make sure these people are feeling like even a little bit of what the original is going for.
Yeah, Top Gun.
This one is like Miranda Priestley is not what she was. She's not quipping all the time. She's what realistically would have happened to her character, and what has happened to like the person that she's based off of, over the last 20 years. You know,
right?
It's not amazing, but it looks pretty good.
Really?
I think so. Like there are some like shots where I'm like, damn, that's visual storytelling. Like there's a couple in particular that I'm like, wow, and it is pretty like anti-corporation. I mean, to a point, it's about the fashion world, but I found it interesting that this was a product coming from Disney right now.
Yeah.
And the Tooch is great, you know? Touch of the Tooch, can always use it. Kenneth Branagh is incredible. It's just like good boyfriend.
Yeah.
I love to see that. Meryl's really great in it, kind of doing a really interesting performance, and it's just and then Anne's carrying it. Like it's all good. It's got some fun stuff, but it's not really interested in giving more like banger lines or whatever. I found it fascinating.
All right, well, maybe I'll go see it tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe, man.
I got time.
I don't want to oversell it, but I like
yeah.
In the scheme of everything, it's kind of interesting.
Okay, all right. I didn't know that about it. All right. I watched another documentary on Netflix. I watched The Rise of Red Hot Chili Peppers, Our Brother Hillel. The Red Hot Chili Peppers are a band that I think I like. I'd say I like them, yeah. They've just always existed. You know, I feel like I came out of the womb knowing who they were.
Yeah.
They've just always been on, but, you know, I appreciate the hits. I haven't really delved into the B-sides too much with that band, but I appreciate the hits. But I do love a documentary about bands feeling bad about stuff, you know? So this is about their first, maybe 10 years as a band, and their first guitar player who overdosed and died. And I didn't know that. I didn't know they had a previous guitar player. So it's mostly just a lot of archival footage and Flea and Anthony Kiedis just talking about this dude and being like, damn, this guy changed our life and we miss him a lot.
Yeah.
Feeling real bad about stuff. I don't know. I just listen to bands talk about their career. It's just kind of crack for me, even if I don't love the band, you know? Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'd really recommend it to most people. It kind of looks like shit. But I find it fascinating what they're talking about and the early parts of their career. So shout out dudes and bands, I guess.
Shout out dudes and bands. Okay. I saw Mortal Kombat 2 next.
All right.
This is a sequel to the movie that came out during
2021.
Yeah, the HBO Max's popcorn movie plan or whatever, where they were releasing things simultaneously.
Yeah, day and day releases.
Yeah, and Mortal Kombat was interesting because it didn't really open that well, didn't really perform that well. It was fine, but then it supposedly was really popping off on the Max, you know. And I really hated that movie. I loved the trailer for it. And because it was just sick. They were making knives out of blood and shit like that. And me and the bros were like, yo! And we liked the 90s one.
Yeah.
And then it came out and it wasn't about the tournament. It's the lead up to the tournament, which was bizarre. I found it I think it's really boring. And it looks bad and it feels bad and it's bad. Mm-hmm. And then in Mortal Kombat 2, they take a lot of the criticism of the first one. They have a main character in the first Mortal Kombat movie that's just called Cole dude or whatever, and he's not from the games. He's just like an insert character, and his thing is he wears the shirt really good, and the shirt like it kind of got like Wakanda powers. It's really like uninteresting. In this movie, they fucking. Shirt. You like the shirt?
No, I have it.
Oh, you have that shirt.
I have one of those. Yeah,
you have Cole Young's.
I bought it at H&M.
Wakanda shirt. Oh, cool. In this one, they go as far as to like just completely body the character from the first one. They just murder his ass.
That's cool.
Real dead.
Yeah.
And this movie is just tournament stuff. It stars Mr. Carl Urban as Johnny Cage, who's not in the first one. Mm-hmm. And that's the insert character here, which is much smarter to do, like a Galaxy Quest thing, where the actor has to go into like the thing that he was known for or whatever, and they're like, you know how to do this. Look at this. Like you did like all these martial arts movies, like Van Damme or whatever.
Yeah.
But this movie kind of sucks ass. It's making a lot of the right calls, but it's still it feels like you're like treading through molasses for a lot of it. It's not particularly slow, but it's just kind of the vibes. It's all like CGI backgrounds, kind of things, and it's the kind of fan service that I really don't have any time for. And it's just like, man, like the people deserve good bad movies, you know? Like
yeah.
This is no fun. And like it felt Taiki was talking down to the audience, like, is this what you fucking wanted, you little fucking pigs? Mm-hmm. And I didn't appreciate that very much. I would like a good shitty Mortal Kombat movie, and this is not what I got.
It's a bad shitty Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, it's the type of shitty that I have no time for, so that was a bummer. And they only play the theme song at the very end, which is fucked up.
Damn.
I know. But they do. You know, in the Mortal Kombat theme where they like say all the names of the characters or whatever?
Yeah.
They do that for the like credits, which is lovely.
Oh, like do they say the actors' names or? Carl Urban.
Carl Urban. No, I think they said the character's name as the names come up. But
right.
Still good, but they should have done Carl Urban.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple. There's some things in this that works. Like Katana's thing works, but it's whatever. It's whatever, bro. I don't fucking care. All right, next up.
Okay, I watched a movie called Swapped. This is on Netflix. This is a animated film from Skydance.
The follow-up to Sinners from Michael B. Jordan.
I was going to talk about that, yeah.
Sorry, dude.
This is, I think, perfectly fine. This is a perfectly fine kids movie. The animation's okay at points. Some parts it's pretty good. Other parts it's not. Do you know what this movie's about?
Yeah.
So this like race of, what are these? Little rats, little squirrel people or whatever, little gerbils.
And that's
They live on an island, and they discover like a magic source that lets them swap with like whatever race of other animal. So it's a bird and this like whatever this fucking gerbil thing is. That's voiced by Michael B. Jordan. They're swapping powers and stuff like that. I don't know. It's fine. It reminds me a lot of like a recent trend in kids' movies, a Hoppers or a Wild Robot type of thing. I've got to save the forest, you know?
Yeah.
Got to work together to save the forest.
Comes in waves. We had a wave of it in the 90s or whatever.
Yeah. I do think the Michael B. Jordan is pretty miscast in this. I think he does not do a good job voice acting in this. This is one of the prime examples, in my opinion, of we should hire real voice actors to voice our characters and not
Michael B. Jordan.
Not Michael B. Jordan. I do think it is funny that it is the follow-up to Sinners. There's no way anyone would have known that he would have won Best Actor or that movie was going to do what it was going to do, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's I don't know. That's so interesting.
Who's the other performer?
Juno Temple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tracy Morgan's in this too. But
cool.
Yeah, so I don't know. That is so funny to me that it's such a hammed-in performance. It doesn't seem like he's trying very hard.
Not everyone's built for
Not everyone is. Actor, not everyone is. But it's going to be the funniest thing looking at his IMDb and being like, fuck, he signed on to do Swapped probably 3 years ago.
Does he have anything else between this and...
Sinners? No.
No, the next one, the Thomas Crown Affair, like his remake.
I don't think so.
Because that's his big follow-up, right? That's his big, I'm directing it, starring in it, look at me, I'm hot.
Let me look real quick.
Because that's...
No, he's got Swapped, Thomas Crown Affair, and then the Miami Vice remake.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, one of these is not like the other, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if this will get any sort of Oscar nom. Because it does look better than... It does look decent.
The people seem to like this more than a lot of the other stuff that Netflix puts out, especially the stuff
especially more
Skydance
the Skydance stuff. So if this is a week animation year, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets nominated somewhere.
But Skydance is going to be putting all their shit in on Ray Gun, the new Brad Bird movie.
That's true.
Which I hope will look better than this.
Anyways, pretty inoffensive. If my child decided to watch this, I'd be fine with it.
Okay.
I wouldn't be too annoyed.
Should I talk about this? I guess so. I saw a stand-up comedy thing. Jack Tucker, comedy stand-up hour. This is a guy I've just kind of been seeing around on the internet, like start his stuff like in like kind of underground New York sphere or whatever, and he's got fucking TikTok brain on him, which in a way that I find is interesting. I like adaptations of internet brain to other mediums, you know?
Yeah.
And this is like soundboard heavy. He got his fame by playing the Family Guy theme song in its entirety like 6 times in a row or whatever. I think he's like hit some pretty interesting things, and then I feel like he made like every wrong decision possible while developing it. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like he could have been something that like kind of spoke to the moment or whatever and became like something or whatever, but I think he just made all the wrong decisions in this. And so it's interesting seeing the comedy special, and it's like it's got Neil Patrick Harris like endorsement and like a little bit at the beginning, but I found it to be like pretty insufferable in a way that I thought like his earlier stuff wasn't really. I found it interesting watching the progression of it. That's all. All right, you got another one?
I do. I got Punisher: One Last Kill.
Oh yeah, I forgot to watch this.
Punisher special that is on Disney Plus right now. When I saw this a few weeks ago, I believe I gave it some praise. I said that Marvel's gone 3 for 3 this year. Mm-hmm. I still kind of feel that way because Wonder Man was solid. Wonder Man was really good.
Yes.
That's solid. Daredevil Born Again had a lot of issues, but was definitely a big improvement over the first season. So like I'm counting it as a win. And I think I just got off work, checked this out, and was just like, fuck yeah.
And that's how a Punisher like hour should be engaged with, right?
Yeah. Anyways, so it's not anything great though. It's just kind of, I think, trying to introduce this character to the Disney Plus crowd, even though it's like hella violent. Mm-hmm. It essentially is Punisher being attacked by a mob family who he has killed off their entire family except for one person. And so everyone in the neighborhood that looks like Beau is Afraid
I like that.
is going to kill Punisher, essentially. So he's just mowing down people. And they're trying to mow him down. And it is cool to see...
That sounds good.
It is cool to see an attempt at John Wick type action in the MCU. It's not great, but I appreciate the effort. It's a lot of... I don't think it looks good. There's a lot of scenes of him like going to a grave and a flashback that looks terrible and is horribly performed or whatever.
He falls on the metal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a shot where he jumps off a balcony and falls onto a metal platform. Mm-hmm. This is talked about a lot. It looks like a PlayStation video game.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, and there's some sound mixing stuff that's pretty poor. It's crazy how
does that happen?
I don't know. I don't understand. I guess they just had a deadline they didn't meet. But I don't know. It's fine now that some time has passed and I'm not like coming off work and can kind of think about it more clearly.
Yeah.
There is something, I guess, a little compelling about having a Marvel character just like be at a grave and feeling bad about stuff and screaming and crying.
Yeah.
It doesn't really serve a purpose though. There's no real point in it existing.
Are you caught up on The Bear?
I have only seen a few episodes of The Bear.
Okay, copy. Because this was like, this is an interesting like summer for Bernthal.
Yeah.
You know, because he had the Dog Day Afternoon thing with Eben Moss Backrack, mm-hmm. and then he did the surprise Bear episode with Eben Moss Backrack that kind of dropped on Disney Plus in like around the same time that this did, and then he's going to be in Spider-Man.
And he's in Odyssey as well, right?
And he's in the Odyssey. Yeah. Yes. Very interesting
busy guy.
Thing for him.
Doesn't take naps.
Yeah, I mean, does this feel like Marvel being like, we want to introduce Punisher, or does this feel like maybe a John Bernthal passion project?
A bit of both, because it is, I believe, co-written by him. This special is.
Fun.
And the writing is probably one of the worst parts of it.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
But like, it does seem like something that he just wanted to do, because I do think he really loves playing this character, you know?
Yeah.
And the amount of times that Punisher is retired and then said, I'm going back, which is how this ends, but he comes back. But I do think a part of it is like, we're going to have this character in Spider-Man. here's what he is, except that he's so fucking violent.
Yeah.
He's so fucking evil in this movie.
But he's gonna get his mouth covered by webs when he says motherfucker.
Yeah.
In the movie.
I mean, I don't want to like. I don't know what they're doing with Punisher and Spider-Man. I can't act like I know for sure. I mean, they're not going to make him say fuck or, be super violent or anything. I don't know, like, what his role is more largely in that movie, is what I'm trying to say.
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, so, like, maybe it'll work. It'll work. But, like, Punisher is a Spider-Man character, though. That's the thing.
But is he that dark in the... I mean, that's the fun of it in the comics, right?
He originates in a Spider-Man comic.
He's like a sad, violent person, and then he gets to stunt... Spidey gets a stunt on him or whatever. Yeah,
he's like a Vietnam vet and shit like that, and he, like, shoots Spider-Man, and that was, like, a big moment in the comics. He was like, oh my god, they shot Spider-Man type of thing.
That is messed up. They shouldn't have done that.
I don't know why they did that, bro. This is a kind of confounding thing that I don't dislike, though. I don't know. I do like how mean it is at points.
Rank the Marvel Spotlight properties.
Well, they only have like three of these things.
They also counted Wonder Man as a...
Did it?
As a spotlight.
Wonder Man is... So that's 4 then. So they got Werewolf by Night.
Wait, there are 2 shows.
2 shows?
2 shows. Can you name the other one?
Is Agatha the other one?
No.
No? I don't know.
I don't think so. Echo.
It's Echo. That's right. I haven't seen Echo. That's when I was pretty tuned out of Marvel.
Yes. So then you'd go Wonder Man, Werewolf.
No, Guardians. The Guardians Holiday Special.
Then Werewolf.
No, I'd go this over Werewolf.
Based.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't really remember Werewolf by Night.
I didn't like Werewolf.
I know you don't. Yeah. Okay, so that's the Punisher special presentation. I don't know. If you're a Marvel completionist, check it out. Otherwise, you're probably fine skipping it.
I'll see it. I can log it. I can rank it. Okay. Hokum. You see this?
I haven't seen Hokum.
Oh, interesting. This is a super writerly horror movie, starring Adam Scott in a Scottish haunted hotel, and this thing's got some good tension in it, man. This is a movie you're super interested in, just building and building tension. It doesn't really know where to go, and it's kind of more mystery-y than it is like a traditional horror movie, and where it ends up going isn't as satisfying as I'd like it, but there's some really cool shit in this, and some really charming, like, structural flourishes that I really liked. There's some cool shit in this. Like, it was exciting. Like, back in the day where I was like, damn, it's gonna be like Hokum, and then there's this movie called Obsession, and like Passenger's probably gonna be pretty good, and like
Backrooms. Yeah.
And Backrooms, but then like I don't even think about Hokum in conversation with any of those. I mean, Passenger it turned out to be nothing.
Did you see it?
No, I mean, maybe I will, but that trailer was so incredible.
Yeah.
And then I've heard just like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll see it, but I prioritize finding out what happened to Katie before I see Passenger.
Yeah.
Hokum, pretty cool. Interesting framing device. Adam Scott fun is like just a complete asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Some really interesting like creative decisions here, but it doesn't add up to all that much.
All right. I checked out Roommates. This is another Netflix movie. Okay, so this is directed by Chandler Levick, who is, I think, an exciting new voice. They made a movie called I Like Movies.
Did you see that one?
I haven't seen it. I'm kind of scared to watch it because I like movies.
You do like movies.
And then Mile and Kicks, which I haven't seen yet. I haven't.
Is it available to see?
You can rent it for like $10.
Oh, okay.
I'm just waiting. But that is like totally my movie, Mile and Kicks. So.
I think that sounds great.
It's about a music journalist in the indie scene. Like, come on.
But you haven't even seen the one, Almost Famous, yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting, saving it.
When will you watch it?
I don't know. Anyway, so Roommates is about these college freshmen. One of them is Adam Sandler's daughter, Sadie Sandler, and the other one is Chloe East, who I last saw in Heretic.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that dies in Heretic.
She's great in Fabelmans, too.
Yeah. And so they're roommates, and they have a feud, a rivalry. I like those parts of the movie, but the entire structure of the movie is that it takes place in the future. And these two roommates are beefing, and one of them is one of the girls from Anora, the one with the unibrow.
Okay.
Who's also in Friendship.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And the other one is the girl who plays Gia in Euphoria, who is Rue's little sister, Zendaya's character. Mm-hmm. So this movie is entirely made up of Gen Z bad guys, which is my review for it. It's just people you've seen in other projects, TV movies, and you're like, oh, that's Gia from Euphoria, you know? Mm-hmm. And so they're beefing, and their counselor lady at the college, whatever that is, I didn't live in the dorms when I went to college, is like, well, when I went to college, we had a similar incident. And that's the whole movie, is the actual movie with Chloe East and Adam Sandler's daughter.
Why would they do that?
And that's the structure of the movie, pretty much. It's cutting back and forth.
It's cutting back and forth. It's not a super structure. It's like, damn.
It's cutting back and forth to like the characters from the future. Like, I would never light you on fire. I would never do that. Sort of. I don't know I can't remember if that happens in the movie, but I don't know. Some of the stuff with Chloe East's character and Sadie's character isn't like awful. There are scenes in this that I thought were funny and that I enjoyed, but otherwise it's just kind of nothing.
It's kind of a bummer.
Yeah. Not written by Chandler Levick, though. It's written by someone else, so I can't. I haven't lost faith in that director. This just seems like it was a kind of a for hire thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. Not the worst thing ever, but I can't say it like did too much for me. But there's some scenes that I think are fun.
Okay. Next up is Billie Eilish - Hit Me Hard and Soft : The Tour in parentheses live in 3D.
Live in 3D. Yeah.
I saw this film in 3D.
Would you have seen this if it wasn't directed by James Cameron?
If it was a phenomenon, I would see it.
Okay.
I think, yes. And I mean, who knows what I'm capable of? Like with the AMC Stubs A-list card on a Saturday morning, you know, I might have gone to see it anyways. But
yeah.
But this is fascinating because it's directed by James Cameron and Billie Eilish, which I think is kind of a bummer. This movie is really, really sweet. It's just James Cameron. I bet he just went to a stadium performance with his kids and was like, man, this is kind of interesting. I wonder how I'd shoot this. Like, that might be a fun, like, summer or whatever. And then did. Like, called up, like, the person that he was, like, most interested in working with. But he's kind of giving control over to Billie. He's like, this is your show. This is, like, he makes a big deal about how, like, she has really thought through, like, every element of, like, the visuals and everything, like, the whole performance.
Yeah.
And so it's mostly just his, like, him stewarding her, like, vision. But the 3D stuff is pretty cool. Like, he's made new 3D technology for this. He's made a lot of, like, really portable 3D cameras. So there's parts where she will be like running around like under the stage or is bringing or anything like that, and she's just got a 3D camera on a stick and is just like holding up to herself or showing the audience or whatever, and that's pretty trippy in 3D. Like, you never see like janky like handheld 3D, you know? It's always it's very smooth always. And so there was a lot of really smart things in the construction of it, and some pretty exciting scenes like that I feel like would be nothing if you didn't see it in 3D.
Yeah.
But I did, and it was cool. And the whole thing was just kind of like fine. There are some interview stuff that I really liked because Big Jim is just like really sweet, and he's just like, wow, that makeup really frames your face. It really reads from a distance.
Yeah.
And then him at the end, like approaching like screaming fans and being like, well, how'd you like the show, with his big fucking 3D rig or whatever. I love all that stuff, and him being like, wow, that is really sweet what you're doing here. Like, he's just full of grandpa energy. Character. Yeah. Is
that what he sounds like? I don't know if I've ever like listened to him talk.
Hey, wow. Yeah, he's kind of like that. He's a little Georgie. Not as full like George, but it's similar.
Right.
And I just like seeing what he's interested in, and I'm glad that he followed his bliss here. And it wasn't bad by any means.
Cool.
But I wish he was more of a revelation, you know?
Okay, I watched Crime 101. This came out a few months ago, and seemed like a cool movie, I guess.
Yeah.
Hemsworth, Keoghan.
The Highway.
I think that this is like just the best Mark Ruffalo. Like, he's just so good in this mode, you know?
I love
whenever he's like playing a tired, beat up cop or journalist or whatever, I'm like, you were born to play this character. You should be this in real life.
Yeah.
You know? You got the name for it, Mark Ruffalo. That's a cop name right there.
It's such a cop, and he doesn't play a cop that often. Like, he's incredible in The Cut. He's just like he's like an old weathered cop that's really good at having sex and getting oral. He's so fucking funny in that movie.
He plays a cop in Zodiac.
He's so hot in that movie too. Yeah, he is a cop in Zodiac. Is there any other ones? He's just one of the most cop actors of all time, and he's not really given like New York cop roles as much as he should be.
Spotlight's the closest thing outside of that, pretty much. But I mean, I love Ruffalo and everything pretty much. He's one of the greats. This is fine. It's been compared to Heat a lot, which makes sense. I don't really see that as a criticism though. Like, if you're gonna copy another movie, copy Heat.
Yeah.
Just cool.
The best do it and the worst do it. Like it is a great thing to do.
I will take a bad Heat ripoff or a good Heat ripoff any day over most things. Don't think Chris Hemsworth is very good in this though. I think he's given a really bizarre performance. If there's any reason to check this out, it's Ruffalo's really good and Hemsworth is kind of he's in his own world.
That does sound pretty good.
Yeah. This hasn't really stayed with me though. I don't really have a ton to say about it. It is pretty much just trying to be Heat, and Ruffalo rocks. So
Alright.
Keoghan's okay. I know a lot of people were kind of dunking on him. I think he's fine.
It's rude.
Yeah.
They're always dumping on Barry.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do, fine. Man? Yeah.
It hasn't really stuck with me, though. I probably won't think about it again.
That's kind of the vibes I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of Amazon films,
yeah,
I've got 2 Amazon films to talk about. But let's talk about the Sheep Detectives first,
right.
Man.
I just saw this today.
Okay, so we were going to do a whole Balda episode, but then we didn't.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I think it got less funny the more good reviews the Sheep Detectives got.
A little bit.
Would you agree?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah. But this has kind of been a... Did you know that this is actually pretty good? Kind of a movie for the last, month. And...
It's just crossed 100 million, I think, right?
Yeah, doing fine business for itself.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when I went to go see Star Wars... maybe I said this on the Star Wars episode. I don't know.
I think so. You say it again, bro.
But... Yeah, there was a giant group of teens behind me that were there to see Sheep Detectives. I thought for sure they were here to see Star Wars.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, or something else that was out. I don't know. I can't remember what else is out right now.
But The Sheep Detectives is a movie that I really appreciate because it's something that doesn't get made anymore, which is like a movie for kids or for a family that actually gives kids good tools to address real issues or whatever.
Yeah.
This is a movie I was a kid that was petrified of death and couldn't really comprehend it at all and would just stay up all night just thinking about it. And I don't know. I didn't really have a way to explain it that wasn't religion, and religion didn't make sense to me. And this is something that probably would have helped me a lot. It probably will help a lot of kids out, and it's not done in a way that I find the thing that's so special about Pixar movies in the 2000s is that they do that shit and it feels kind of effortless and not dour and preachy.
Yeah.
And I think this movie does the same thing to me. I think that it goes to dark places, but not to go to dark places, but because it's the natural conclusion of the plots they have in this movie. And I think it's just how many movies at this scale that are for families have character arcs. Pretty much every character in this movie has an arc that I find satisfying and makes sense. And it's just movies aren't written like this for kids anymore.
Yeah.
And especially live action movies. This just does not exist, and I really appreciated it for that. And I didn't find it annoying at all, which I was really surprised by. And I thought the mystery worked pretty well. It's not the what it's mostly interested in, but it is there, and I think it looks good. I think there's some sequences that they just really don't pull their punches on, and make it visually scary or sad. I don't know. I think that this isn't some great masterpiece, but it is so much on the in the right direction, and it's just they should be making a lot more of these. And so it stands out a lot. Stands out because there's just not the things that
no, I agree. It didn't do a whole lot for me. I didn't really love the filmmaking. I could tell that this was probably a first live action feature. That's the word. I was gonna say first person. I was what am I talking about?
But the Balda, man, he's been working on a lot of live action stuff since he's integrating stuff with the Mask and the Matrix sequels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the I think this looks a lot better than the Lion King does.
For sure. Yeah.
The integration with the live action stuff is pretty strong to me.
I enjoy the cast. They're fun. Shout out Nicholas Braun. Love to see.
He was incredible.
Love to see Sky High players still getting work. He's been getting a lot of work this decade. but ever since Succession.
I think that was a great performance. Like, I don't know, the going from the like bumbling guy to actually like having his shit together by the end is like, it sounds silly to say that, but it like is a pretty like it like made sense all the way through.
Yeah,
kind of just like tracked.
Yeah.
I don't know. That stuff is very satisfying to me. Just seeing character arcs in like an ensemble just like come together, especially in a kids movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hugh Jackman,
he's pretty good. I like the final 2 shots of this movie. I think we're good.
What is that?
It's the clouds, and then it's just the 2 sheep.
And that's another thing that reminded me of Pixar movies. Is like this has an internal logic that really makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like the stuff with the clouds and the forgetting things, like that all just makes so much sense, and it fits, and it like aids the themes and everything that they're trying to do. But also it just like is fun and gives it a level. Like it abstracts it a little bit, so it's not just like these sheep talking about death as we know it. They have their own kind of religion, and they do a drive-by on religion for like one scene. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I found it pretty interesting.
Yeah, can't say. Yeah, I don't know if it'll like stick with me too much, but
no, probably not for me either.
Yeah, I mean, perfectly fine movie, I think. Okay, I watched Remarkably Bright Creatures. This is
Did you now? Good for you.
Little Netflix movie with Lewis Pullman, Sally Field, and Alfred Molina. Do you know who Alfred Molina is in this? He's an octopus.
I found out today when I listened to The Big Pick.
His second octopus role.
What's his first?
Spider-Man.
Oh, you scamp!
So this is about like a small town. I think like maybe like an Oregon type of area, Seattle, Washington type of area. Lewis Pullman's in a band that he gets dropped from, and Sally Field is like an older woman that kind of down on her luck. She works at this aquarium. She talks with the animals. She's friends with all the ladies who live in the town who love to gossip, and she doesn't love to gossip. She doesn't like that. Bums her out, but she tells the octopus guys like in on everything happening around the town. He knows.
So she does gossip, but just
she's just kind of to the Molina puss, and
I don't like that at all. I said it, and I don't like it.
It would be better if it was Alfred.
Alfred puss.
Molina
puss is like, powerful.
I just know somebody named Molina, and I just feel bad.
Oh,
not that they listen to this podcast or anything. There's no way.
You just don't
but if for some reason they click on this one, it's just kind of a weird vibe there.
Okay, you can say Alfred puss, even though it's like a little less strong. Like Molina puss like gets a genuine reaction out of me. Mm-hmm. Like that is I feel like vomiting.
Yeah. Right. This is all right. Sally Field is pretty good. Lewis Pullman's good too. I like Sally Field a lot more in this, I think. She just reminds me so much of my grandmother that it like freaks me out a little bit. Like the way that she looks and the way that she talks and everything. I just feel like I'm watching my grandma every time I see her on screen lately.
Sounds like you got a good grandma then.
Yeah,
Sally Field type?
I do. So I don't know. This movie's fine. Probably. I don't know if you're watching this with your family. It works, I think, but it doesn't look great. It looks like a Netflix movie.
Life?
Yeah, it wasn't too remarkable. I don't think.
Oh no. How are the creatures?
They're okay.
Okay.
Octopus is all right. There's a couple octopuses, a couple of different.
If you were to rename it, what would you call it?
Alfred Molina puss.
Okay, that's a cool name.
It's fine. I don't really have a ton to say about it.
Chill. All right, I saw Is God Is. You know about this?
I want to see this so bad, and it's not in theaters anymore. I just missed it.
It got out. This is another MGM Amazon thing, but they just did not market this like at all.
Yeah.
And it just came away. I think it stayed in theaters for like a week.
It was there for like a week or two, and I think if it'd been there for like if it was there tomorrow, I'd go see it. But
yeah,
it's not.
This is first time director. She's adapting her play, and it kind of fucking rocks. It's about 2 sisters, and they're both burned. One is burned like all over her face, and then one is burned like just on her hand, her arm. And they are not in contact with their mother that much, but their mother is dying, so they go visit her, and the mother is burnt all over, and kind of tells them what happened to them, which is Sterling K. Brown just like put the mom in a tub and then just like put like gasoline fluid on and then just like lit the fucking match.
I heard this movie's really mean. It's a mean little movie.
It is. And so then the mom just says, "Go make your daddy dead," and so then it's a road trip with these 2 sisters going to kill their dad.
Fuck, this sounds rad. I wish I had seen it.
It's pretty cool. It's really stylish. The writing is super like lovely and dense and like stylish and cool, and it's violent in like pretty, and it's not an exaggerated kind of violence. I kind of thought it was going in, like it would be like a little bit Kill Billy.
Yeah.
But it's more realistic in that kind of stuff. It's just like really, really interesting characters. And you can read into it a lot, but you can also just like enjoy it as a really interesting kind of revenge tale. But it never goes in where I thought it was gonna go, and I think you would like it. I think you'd fuck with it.
I don't know who owns this.
It's Amazon.
It's Amazon.
So it'll come to Mr. Prime.
Probably in a couple months.
Bezos' shop.
Okay, well I will check it out at Bezos' shop in 2 months or whatever.
Yeah, this is in like top 10 movies of the year so far for me.
Fuck, man,
it's pretty cool. Like I don't know if I'm overplaying it because I'm like, fucking no one's talking about this.
I mean, a lot of people like that I know that have seen it have been like, this is what's up, you know?
It is kind of what's up. There's not much like it, and yeah, it is really mean in a way I like. All right, next up.
All right, that's my last one.
I got the next one is my last one too. Holy shit!
We're so fucking good at this,
dude. Come here.
Okay. All right, I watched a Netflix documentary called The Crash. So I am really interested in Netflix's recent deep dive into true crime adjacent things. Mm-hmm. I think when we think of true crime, we generally think of like Ted Bundy and Dahmer related stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but they're doing like pretty poor documentaries about weird true crime cases.
Like in the internet age, right?
Kind of a little bit, yeah. So there was like one. I can't remember what it was called. There was the one that was about like the girl who was being like cyberbullied by her mom.
Oh, right.
Whatever that movie was called, that I thought was like really poor journalism. It was the most batshit thing ever. But these are like guilty pleasure things for me at this point, where it's just like, it is like every 5-10 minutes you get a new piece of information. It's like, oh my God, that happened. Whoa. Even if it is like maybe breaking the rules of journalism and, you know, maybe is a little unethical, it is interesting, you know, the subjects that they're choosing. So this is about a girl in 2022, I believe summer of 2022, who drove into a building at 100 miles per hour with her boyfriend and his friend at like 5 a.m. in the morning, and they both died, and she survived. And so they're just trying to figure out like why she did it and how this happened. And so they're like talking to the friend group and all that, and they're getting interviews with her in prison. And it's just all this like crazy shit going on. And it's the most like, it feels like the most 2019 thing ever. I know it doesn't take place in 2019, but like they're showing all these old TikToks and stuff like that. It is a real time capsule, some of the stuff that they're showing.
Does it take place, like when does this happen?
The crash happens in 2022, but they're showing a lot of footage from her past, and they're like trying to paint her in a bad light. Not necessarily the documentary trying to paint her in a bad light, but they're trying to show like the other point of view of like, she was in high school and did a fuck ton of drugs and was like, had a lot of issues with her boyfriend and stuff like that, who was a lot older than her. Not that, he was like 3 years older than her. She was a minor and he was 20. She was like 17. He wasn't like 40 or something, you know.
Right.
Not something like totally disgusting.
But still not what you want.
Not what you want. But I don't know. It's just really, just kind of I don't know. It's compelling, and it's like all these documentaries have the worst people ever in them. People who just like the real villain here is the mom and dad who are just letting their daughter kind of get away with just like being a drug addict in high school and stuff like that, and partying the way that she does. But damn, is it interesting? You know? Yeah. And damn, is it crazy to watch that car crash into that building, the security cam footage. You know? They show it a few times. I don't know. I do find these little docs to be pretty fascinating and to just be compelling pieces of media, even if, you know, regardless of the filmmaking. So I lightly recommend The Crash.
How do you feel about this Werner Herzog quote? He says, "I'm fascinated by trash TV. The poet must not avert his eyes."
What does he mean by that?
He means that you gotta engage with the trash TV of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're gonna be a true, like, great thinker.
Yeah. No, he's right.
I agree with him.
He's right. You gotta check out Grizzly Man. You've been on your Herzog thing.
I gotta try. I know. I like Jackson, because Jackson's been like fully in the mines for Herzog.
That's so weird. Okay.
I know. He's a cool motherfucker. He'll just be on something, you know. And he'll just be like, yo, you up on Herzog? And I'm like, I guess. I've seen, like, Wrath of God and shit. And then he just goes in, and he just tells me all about Herzog. So he's just been chipping away. So he's already seen Grizzly Man. That's the only reason why we have it.
I mean, that's, like, his most popular doc.
I know. I need to see it.
I think you'll find it fascinating.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. What he's told me about it is, like, pretty incredible.
All right, tell me your last one.
Okay, it's I Love Boosters.
This is another one where if I just had a couple more days in theaters, I'd be able to see it.
Is it not in theaters anymore?
It's playing tomorrow in our area, but I'm not going to be able to make it tomorrow.
Oh, fuck.
It's at like 10 in the morning, and I have stuff to do in the morning, so...
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get to see it, I think it is cool to see in a theater.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the film by Boots Riley, who made Sorry to Bother You. I don't know. It's about these women that are boosting clothes, so like stealing from high-end fashion places and selling them to the people at a huge discount. The person that is running all this is Demi Moore. Like the cast is incredible. It's Keke Palmer. It's Naomi Ackie. It's a pretty great cast. Really fun actors, and they're having a lot of fun. And this movie it looks incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I can say that because it's like it doesn't gel, but there's so much interesting stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And so I think especially for the first half I was really vibing with it, and then it just started to lose me as it goes along, and it started to just be like I am no longer attached to the movie. I'm just kind of glazed over, like watching it and admiring it, but not really. Like there's no part of me that's like attached to it in any way,
right? And
I'm not really getting any kind of like profound statement from it. But then I'm just like, oh shit, they're doing that. That's a crazy thing they did, and they have a really hard sci-fi pull to it, about halfway through. That didn't make I was really having to strain. It came out of nowhere, and I was just like, oh fuck, I gotta lock in, I gotta think, and it was kind of hard to understand, but it's fine, I guess. And he's like pushing against the edges of his like capabilities as a filmmaker. There's a couple like action scenes that he's trying to do on a really small budget and with like miniatures and things like that, and a lot of stuff that I really love, but it's pretty like jerky and kind of hard to watch sometimes. But I say this like I didn't like the movie that much, but I did. I would love to just have a movie like this like every month, where it's just like someone trying everything they possibly can and seeing if it works. And a lot of this does work. There's a lot of really funny shit in here, especially a scene with Lakeith Stanfield is like an all-timer scene. It was really incredible. And the performances are all lovely. Will Poulter's really funny in this, and I mean Kiki's always incredible, and Demi's fun. And there's some really good observations, like leftist anarchist kind of like statements and visuals in here that I really liked. But it doesn't hang together. And then by the end of it, I'm just like so overwhelmed. Like I couldn't even. It was kind of hard to think about all the memorable things that happen in it because it's like there's so many of them.
Right.
That don't all they're not like cogent. So then it was kind of like I didn't see it at all.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, it was a really interesting experience. It's got a cool score. It goes hi hey ho hi ho hey ho. That's been in the head. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
You gotta see it.
I know.
All right, man.
All right. Cool. That was like it was like 26 movies probably. Like,
there's no one that does it like us, man.
Just crank through them. All right, we'll be back sometime.
And we've been recording this all in the back rooms.
Yeah, we've been recording this episode. This episode has been recorded in the back rooms.
We didn't record last episode in the back rooms because it was played out.
Yeah, but now the joke is funny again.
Yeah.
What if the hype is still there though when this comes out in like I'm gonna do the back rooms episode this week. Mm-hmm. And I'll probably release this one next week.
No, it's still funny if this is not called the Backrooms episode, and we acknowledge that we're filming. So this one should have.
We've actually recorded every episode of our podcast in the Backrooms except for the Backrooms episode.
we left the Backrooms to talk about the Backrooms. Yeah, this was the one that should have the key art of us in the Backrooms.
Yeah, like talking about
JPEGs of
talking about recent movies, us in there, and then we'll be surrounded by the posters that were in the back rooms.
There's no Backrooms posters. People are like, well, surely they talk about the Backrooms.
Exactly.
But no.
Nope.
Fuck you.
Yep. Go listen to the other episode.
Mm-hmm. We do talk about the Backrooms in that one quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
All you'd want.
Yeah, if you're looking for Backrooms content, we have, I think, an interesting view on the movie that I haven't heard from very many other people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
That's fucking what's up, man.
Yeah.
We're the kings of the world, man.
Kings of the backroom. Kane Parson. Feel free to let me know what you think. Maybe we're wrong.
No.
Maybe we're wrong.
It's not true. We're right, man. Why would they listen to us if we're not right?
That's so true. That's so true.
The people are listening.
All right, we'll be back. We got to talk about the other movies, Disclosure Day, stuff like that. Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. All right.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Always.